Letter I'm sending certified to grocery store. Grocery store head manager. The manager that treated me like shit. Not as badly as the little front end manager, which is just one step, one little notch above a regular employee. Anyway, I'm sending this certified to the head manager. This short letter I'm sending to you via certified mail is to let you know that since 2 of your managers, not regular employees, which would be another matter entirely, and the names of them, not only the first names because I didn't get the last names, because the guy hung up on me, have together made me feel unwelcome in anything but a valued name a store customer at this name of location where I've been regularly shopping over the past 10 years. I will no longer be shopping at your store. I've been regularly shopping at your store for a good 10 years, but I've been this store customer in general for decades. I'm not some bum off the street trying to take advantage of Name of Stores Corporation's generous store policies that I didn't create and honestly wish didn't exist at all. If any of your employees are going to literally treat me like crap over store policies they are supposed to honor with a smile and never give any customer a hard time over unless that customer is known to engage in egregious behavior which does not in any universe apply to me. When the day after I had a $200 order delivered to my home, your employee, a manager no less, makes me feel as badly as front-end manager blank made me feel Saturday night, even snidely saying to me and to regular manager that I, quote, do all the time, what I know I haven't done, in quotations, in years, long before probably half my age or more. Name of manager first started working at your store. It's not worth it to me to ever again shop at this particular blank location. What regular manager so-and-so should have done was say to me something along the lines of, I'm sorry so-and-so treated you that way, we value your business, etc. Instead, he made excuses for so-and-so and casually said to me about snide towards me, manager so-and-so, he's probably just having a bad day, rather than this manager making me feel better over what blank had shockingly chosen to do to me. I ended up feeling ganged up on by these 2 male name of store managers. I certainly didn't expect name of manager to discipline front end manager in front of me, but I did expect name of manager to directly apologize to me for front end manager's horrible attitude and behavior towards me when I'd done absolutely nothing wrong. Blank made it perfectly clear to both me and regular manager that he doesn't like me for reasons that are totally unfair to me and that I would be glad to share with any name of store manager who genuinely cared. That's in quotation, parentheses. Now, because of what went down when I called and talked on the phone an hour later with real manager blank, I know blank doesn't like me either. So I will do you all a favor and never step inside your store again. I may have admittedly been less than polite at the very end, not at the beginning, at the very end of my phone conversation with the name of manager, whom I merely wanted to provide me with both he and front-end manager's last names. But front-end manager's cold mistreatment of me inside your store and name of manager's nonchalant reaction to how front-end manager had behaved towards me left me angrily venting to my out-of-state friend and then standing in tears outside your store. So, as in, I may have done this. I may have been less than the polite at the very end. Up to then, I did nothing wrong. And, what they did to me left me in tears. So, sorry that I said he could take the lemons or the dollars. His employee could, I said to the manager, and shove him up his ass. And then he's hung up on me before saying, you're threatening my associate. You're threatening my associate. I'm not threatening anybody. It's a figure of speech. Nobody ever views that as a threat. I didn't even say it to him or you. I didn't say you can take something to shove it up your ass or say it to him. I said to you, he can do it. Okay? Anyhow. Also, if name of manager is going to slander me, it's slander, you're going to say things about me that aren't true, and say to me over the phone that this is not the first, quote, incident, unquote, I've had with his associate blank, I expect a detailed description of said, quote, unquote, incident, because I honestly don't have a clue what he was talking about. Again, I haven't returned perishable products to your store and been given double my money back in years. That is the truth, in years. I've done it occasionally for online, but not in person. So when Blank snidely said to me, "You do this all the time," and regular manager later said to me on the phone, "This is not the first incident you've had with name of front end manager." It was just one step above a cashier or something. Probably just really a supervisor that they give the title of front end manager. It's all bullshit. Neither of those statements could have possibly been referring to me returning bad partial products under your store's double money back guarantee. Again, haven't done it in years. Years. The only thing to which either of these managers could have possibly been referring was how I have once in a while, not even remotely, quote, all the time, unquote, received for free an item that rang up wrong. Again, if any of your employees are going to treat me like I'm scum, treat me like I'm trying to take advantage of your store when it comes to your store's corporate policies I didn't create, then I truly wish with every fiber of my being those store policies, in parentheses that I'm sure some low-life customers do take advantage of, did not exist in the first place. I do wish that. I wish that with all my heart. Then I sign it, me and my mom. I'm using two names because I am the partial caregiver for my senior mother with whom I live. I do all our grocery shopping, mostly done I do it in person and online. And with my mom's permission, I shop interchangeably with her, both her debit card and mine. Step out the door, trying to at least not be crumbling into pieces. Trying to at least not be crumbling into pieces. Trying to at least jam to my music a little bit, go for a short walk, and I end up in fucking tears. End up in tears. Unreal. I'm not in tears enough at home. Oh. Laura's not in tears enough at home. We've got to bring Laura to tears out in public on the day she decided to, in the first time in years, wear her fucking contacts. Because she can't hide behind her glasses. She can't hide her tears behind her glasses. Of course not. Of course not. That would be the universe being too kind to Laura, right? Too kind. Now, even though I'm fucking beyond exhausted, I have to stay awake. I have to go and get my mother's cat present. I didn't get it yesterday. I didn't get out in time. By virtue of the nature of Omar, he is constantly in danger. Just by the nature of being him, I'm trying to make his twilight years as pain-free and, comfortable as possible. I bought that nice soft bed, but I'm aware, because I'm smart, that it doesn't fit exactly right into that playpen thing. It's just a flimsy little thing. It doesn't fit exactly right, so the corners, I put like sheets and whatever to bunch it up so he doesn't get trapped in there. And lo and behold, I wrapped a blanket around it, but didn't think if the blanket's all wrapped around it and underneath, he has all that room, he's going to go over there and get trapped, and I found him trapped. He could have broken his neck, he could have whatever, but bear in mind, that putting that rug down that was recommended by the emergency vet, that so Omar wouldn't get his nails caught in it. Again, I was only able to buy one of those, couldn't find any more anywhere. I put that rug down before. Doesn't quite fit. I have to fold it over a little bit. Surrounded it by a ton of sheets on all ends. So there's the rug, which is a little bit for him to sit or stand, surrounded by all ends. Gone to bed for the night and woken up, and Omar is flat or gone left and whatever. I've found him. He's pushed everything aside, the rug, the sheets, everything, and he's trapped like this on the bottom of that flimsy playpen thing. He can't get up. He's not going to be able to get up because he has no leverage, because it's just this flimsy fucking crap that his nails can go through. He's already ripped through part of it. So that was that. He does that with that, even despite my best efforts. And then this new bed is at least very, very soft for him. But he can get trapped in between the bed and the side of that cage. And if he struggles too much, he could break his neck or something. So I can only do so much. Try to knock him out with the hemp extract. I'm almost running out of that. Don't give him 1,000 milligrams. I don't give him a whole drop. I don't even give him half. I give him like a quarter. Try to knock him out a little bit. The fact is, I'm hand feeding him so he doesn't choke on the dry food. And maybe sometimes because the wet food might be too water laden and he could eat that too fast and something could happen to him. He usually doesn't throw up. This wasn't even that much food he had because I only gave it to him. I usually give him a half a cup at a time, but I gave him less because I was going to take a break and then give him a little more and he'd fall asleep. The fact is, if something happens to him bad and he's still alive, he has to be put to sleep. Can't afford to save him. He could even get glaucoma in the eye that I put drops in every day. Put a drop in of that flubuprofen or whatever. He could get glaucoma in that eye, and I'd have to put him to sleep. I made peace with it. I'm just not going to actually go through the motions unless he really needs to be, putting him to sleep. I decided I'm not going to do it in the vet's office unless he has some kind of emergency and has to be done immediately to put him out of his pain. He just threw up some of that food. I don't know why. It could even be that some fell on the floor, and the floor might not be so clean if there's been like feces on it, but that I'd clean up, but I haven't disinfected. But then again, it's his feces, and dogs will eat feces. So, speaking of that, I didn't have to reach my hand in the toilet, and even though my mother wasn't able to, I was able to unclog our toilet with persistent plunging of her crap, and it went down. I told you cannot put toilet paper if you have big, big dumps. You have to try to flush the dump first, break it up, use a plunger, and then put toilet paper in if you have big ones. I don't that often, and I'm sure she doesn't as well, but we did not want to pay $200 or more for a visit. And if our local plumber, who gives us a break, wouldn't be able to do it, then I believe Roto-Rooter used to be like $200 a pop. And I know of another place that's they're $200 just to come out. And that's not even an emergency. An emergency is probably $300, so we would have had to pay it. What are we going to do? We definitely wouldn't have had it be an emergency, so we just would have been without a toilet until they were able to get out here. Oh, God. wrong? What did I do wrong? I didn't do anything wrong. I brought back the lemons. I had a receipt. I brought back the lemons. I had a receipt. And I couldn't make this policy. I wish they didn't have any of them. I wish with all my heart they didn't have these policies. I wish they didn't have these policies. I really do. I wish they didn't. I mean that. If I'm going to be treated like I'm trying to take advantage, like they can take the $4 and shove it up their ass. If I'm going to be treated like I'm trying to take advantage, when it's not true, then I wish they didn't have these policies. I really, really do. I wish they didn't. I wish they didn't have them. I've wished that before. Employees making you feel like total crap over these policies that corporate decides to have. Oh my God. Being lied about. Being treated like unreal. Corporate, yeah, they don't like me because I bring up the cottage cheeses instead of letting them all sit on the shelf expired. They don't like that. They don't like it if something rings up wrong and I get it for free. They don't like that. They don't like that. And that, so now they don't like me and they're going to make up lies about me. Okay? It's going to make up lies. I hope it was all recorded. I hope it was. I didn't even know that this was on. I hope it was all recorded. And that will help me when I file a complaint with corporate. I hope when I file a complaint with corporate, if this was all running and I could listen to it. I didn't even know it was on. Unreal. I didn't do anything wrong. What did I do wrong? I had every right to bring back the lemons. I brought back the whole package and get my $4, and it's not my fault that you get double. So when he said, I'm only going to give you regular, and I asked why, and he said, is that our discretion? Then you're making me feel like crap. I wish you didn't even have the damn policy. That's what I wish. I've wished this before. I wish they didn't have the fucking policy. Had my so-called friend treat me like crap too. These stores have these policies, and then they have employees that treat you like crap for taking advantage of it. I mean, it's unreal. I wish they didn't even have them. I really, really do. Because even my friend was like, oh, because you get excited that you're getting something for nothing. And it's not true. I wish they didn't have them. I really, really wish they didn't have these policies. If I'm going to be made to treated like shit and brought to tears because I'm bringing back lemons it's not like I'm bringing them back without a receipt. It's not like they can say, oh, you do this all the time or you're bringing this back without a receipt and they're from like a month ago or something. It's unreal. It is unreal. Treated like crap over policies that the corporate decides to have, and then employees treat you like crap. Like I just can't even believe it. I can't even believe it. I cannot believe that I'm treated like crap over when I do nothing wrong and treated like crap. Treated like crap, I do nothing wrong. wish these stores didn't even have these policies. I really, really do. I wish they didn't have them. So I'm going to say, when I write to corporate, I'm going to say, I wish you didn't have these policies. If employees are going to make me feel like shit and bring me to tears over bull crap, then I'm going to say, I wish you didn't have the policies. It's so ridiculous. Corporate sets up these policies and then employees make you feel like crap over them. They make you feel like crap over policies that corporate decides to have. I mean, unreal. Unreal. I can't take it. I really can't take it. I can't take it. I'm so tired of being treated like shit when I don't do anything wrong. Wait, he's gonna treat me like, oh, yeah, that's what I said. You can take your $4 and shove it up your ass, and that's not a threat. Telling someone to shove something up their ass, especially when I'm saying it to someone else, so-and-so can shove it up their ass, it's not a threat. But whatever. The fact is, you have me in tears. You should have said, you should have said, if you had said that I'm really sorry that he did this, but you made excuses. You made excuses and said, oh, he's probably just having a bad day. And then on the phone you say, I took him upstairs and written him up or whatever. Yeah, sure you did. Doesn't matter. The fact is you should have said to me, you're sorry that he did that to me. So you basically both treated me like crap. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't make the damn policy where you get double your money back. I'm not taking advantage of it. Evan lies about me and says, you're in here all the time doing that. It's not true. Honestly, I got double back on stupid, like, before the pandemic. It was like years and years and years ago. You just made up crap, that's all. Made it up. And then the main manager is saying, this is not the first incident you've had with him. Okay, so you're going to lie about me too? Name another incident. It's not the first incident I've had with him. Oh my God. That's the first incident I had with him? What's the other incident? My drink was wrong and you have to give it to me for free because that's your policy? Like, that's not my fault. That's not my fucking fault, okay? It's ridiculous. It is so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous that I'm just at a loss for words. I could see if I was bringing back stuff without a receipt, where it's just like, I could see if I was bringing stuff back without a receipt, and you might think, oh, she's just trying to get double back, and these are like weeks old or something. I brought back the package, and I brought it back with the receipt. Therefore, I would get $4 back anyway, so you made me feel like total shit over getting double my money back, $4 like Joe says, doesn't come out of your pocket. Like, what the hell? It's like you own the store or something, it's coming out of your pocket. No, you just want to treat me like shit. And then your manager should have said, I'm sorry that happened to you, and instead he says, oh, he's probably just having a bad day. And then right in front of me, he's saying, you do this all the time. And I'm like, when have I done this? I don't do this all the time. And he wasn't talking about doing the double back, he's talking about getting the item for free. Which again, I
didn't make the fucking policy. I didn't make the policy, okay? No, they don't like it also when there's like 20 things on the shelf all expired and I bring them up. See, they don't like that. That's what they don't like too. They don't like when I bring up all the expired cottage cheeses, the Heartbreak Stone doubles. But again, I do it with that cottage cheese because I buy it and I don't want it on the shelf the next time I come in. That's why I do it, because I don't want it on the shelf the next time I come in. Alright? If I don't say anything, it'll never get taken off the shelf. There were ones on the shelf that were on there for weeks. For weeks. So then I'm sitting there, and instead of him just saying, I'm sorry this happened to you, he makes excuses, and then he's like, yeah, you bring up the cottage cheese. And I'm like, yeah, that's not stuff I purchased. They both made me feel like crap. Both of them. They both made me feel like crap, and I did nothing wrong, and I was outside crying. And the only thing I did wrong was say that you could take the lemons and take the $4 or the lemons or whatever and shove it up his ass, and then the manager accuses me of saying you're threatening my associate. That's threatening your associate. That's not a threat. A threat is not telling someone to shove something up their ass. And I shouldn't have done that. But everything you both did to me on the outside crying, making me feel like total fucking shit. Because I'm